This
Yeah, sir.
conference will now be recorded.
So let us start. So yesterday we were discussing about the release strategy for the purchase requisitions. So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. So we were defining the release characteristics yesterday, right? So the step number one is defining the release characteristics or the parameters, right? So let me go to the release characteristics. Like we were discussing about the release characteristics yesterday, right? Characteristics. So we were trying to define the release characteristics yesterday. Let me go over here where we were doing. Yeah. So we defined purchase requisition document type as one characteristic, and the technical field is BSART, and the purchasing group is EKGRP, date on which a purchase order is created, purchase requisition is created. So let us say from today's date, from today's date to 34/12/2024. So if any purchase requisition created between these dates, right, it should go through some level of approval, right? So between 2509 to 31/12, if I create any requisition, it should go through some levels of approval. That is the meaning, right? So date can be a fixed value or it can be a range as well, range or interval, right? So document types are like we have document types, purchase requisition document types, NB and FO, EC, and we created I think GNB, ZFO, ZEC. So purchase requisitions that are created with the document type NB, FOEC or GNB, which consists of a purchasing group 000, 001. These are all the purchasing groups, right? 002, like that, right? If any purchase requisition which I created which has these document types as characteristic values and these purchasing groups as characteristic values, and which has created in between these dates along with other characteristics. What are the other characteristics? Let me say, let me log in into the SAP application. We were doing in this server. I think our server also working. So this is also working, but just do it in this server only. We will continue to do it in this server only. Why? Because we started discussing in this server. So let me go to the SPRO, SAP Project Reference Object, then IMZ Implementation Guide. Then we have Materials Management, Purchase Requisition, Materials Management, Purchasing, Purchase Requisition, then Release Procedure, Procedure with Classification. No, we need to go to the structure, right? Communication structure. So let me go to the SC11. Communication structure is a CE ban, right? Let me go to the display CE ban. So we defined purchasing group and the date on which a purchase requisition created, then plant. Works is the technical field name for the plant. Like works is the technical field, right? Like whatever may be the plants for which I created the requisition, it can be one plant or multiple plants. In this server, we have plant 3000. Like that, there are so many other plants as well, 3010, like that. Multiple plants are available, right? So 3000 and 3010, like that. So many plants are there, but we will take 3000 over here in this server. Then, then we have material group. If you wanted to take, you can take this as well, but I am not taking. Then we have item category and account assignment category. These things also you can take it as, but I am not considering this. Then purchase organization, EKORG, right? So EKORG is the purchase organization. In this server, we have purchase organization 3000. If you wanted to include multiple purchase organizations, you can include them over here as well. So this is the purchase organization EKORG in this server. Then what else we have? We have value of the purchase requisition, right? Where is the value? Yeah, total value of the purchase requisition item, GSWRT, right? Like any purchase requisition, if I GSWRT, any purchase requisition which has a value greater than 1 rupee, greater than or equal to 1 rupee, it should go through the 8 levels of approval, right? Any purchase requisition which I created which has value 1 rupee or greater than 1 rupee, it should approve by all these 8 levels of approvals. Or you can put the price in this format as well. Let us say greater than 1 rupee to less than 1 lakh rupee. Greater than charging. Greater than 1 lakh 1 rupee to less than 1 crore. Like that, right? You can define the intervals for the value of the purchase requisitions as well. If it is greater than 1 rupee, less than 1 lakh, it should include 5 levels. If it is up to 1 crore, it should include 8 levels, etc. Like that, you can define the different release procedures. If these conditions are sufficing, it will generate the relevant release process and the relevant approvals accordingly. Right. So I will give some codification for these characteristics. Let us say purchase requisition document type. I will give the purchase requisition doc type 75. Just I am giving some just coding. Purchase requisition group 75. Purchase requisition date 75. Purchase requisition plant 75. I am giving just some coding. Purchase requisition org 75. Purchase requisition value 75. So I wanted to create these characteristics. Now where I will create them under edit characteristics screen, right? So let me go to the edit characteristics. I will go to the edit characteristics, right? So go to edit characteristics, then create it over here. So let me create the characteristics. Create. I will give the description of the characteristic. Description is purchase requisition document type. I will select multiple values like purchase requisition document types are many, right? Like you have NB, FO, EC, GNB. For the characteristic purchase requisition document type, you have multiple document types. So that is the reason I am inputting over here as multiple values. Then I will go to the values, additional data. What is my communication structure? CE band. What is the field? BSA RT, right? So then go to the values. How many types of document types are available? You have GNB and FO, EC, like that. GNB, GFO, and GEC, like that. Whatever may be the document types you created, you can put it over here. Let me try to save it. So I created the characteristic document type. I will also create characteristic as purchase requisition, purchasing group. Create purchasing group. Purchasing group, multiple values, additional data, CEBAN, EKGRP, right? So values, right? We have multiple purchasing groups, right? 000, 001, 002, 003, like that, right? So like if you see the purchasing groups in this server, there are many, right? Like if I go to the ME53N, so these are all the purchasing, right? Like 000, 001, 002, all the purchasing groups are available. So if I create a purchase requisition with all these purchasing groups that I have specified in this particular characteristic values, it will be I am making that particular requisition relevant for this release strategy which I am trying to determine. Let me try to define the date on which a purchase requisition created. Date can be an right from today's date to 31st 12. So multiple values, additional data, field name is ERDAT, right? When it comes to date, I can put interval values as well. Interval means from today's date to 31/12/2024, like that. I will go to the values. I will specify 29, 25, right? Today 25, 24/09/2024 space minus space 31/12/2024. Means if I create a purchase requisition within this date range, it should trigger the relevant release which I am trying to create. So date can be a range like this, right? Date can be an interval like this. You can put one more characteristic value greater than or equal to 01012025. So if I create any purchase requisition from 2025 onwards, it should trigger the relevant release. This is one characteristic, this is one characteristic. It can be range like this or it can be like this as well. Let me try to save it. So we were able to create the date as characteristics. Then plant. So plant multiple values, additional data, works, values, like multiple plants. 3000 is one plant, 3010, 3011, like that. Whatever may be the plants for which you are trying to trigger, you are making this release valid for that particular plant, you can make it over. Right, so this is one thing. Let me try to save it. So then what is the next characteristic? The next is purchase organization. P. Let me try to create purchase organization. Go to the multiple values, additional data, CBAN, EKORG. So what are the purchase organization? We have multiples, 3000, like that, CP10, like that. Whatever may be the purchase organization for which you wanted to make this release, you need to mention it over here. Let me save it. Then value of the purchase requisition item. Let me go to the create total value of the purchase requisition item. So GSWRT, multiple values, additional data, GSWRT. It can be range as well. Interval values allowed. Values Indian rupees. Currency should be Indian rupees. Like greater than or equal to 1 rupee. If I create any purchase requisition with these values, it should trigger, right? Or it can be a range as well. Let us say 1 rupee to 1 rupee to 10 lakhs or 1 crore. Like this also, right? Let me try to say. So this way you need to create the characteristics. Then create class. Class is nothing but grouping of these characteristics, right? Like I have these characteristics. I am grouping these characteristics as a class, right? Edit class. Let us say PR class 75 I will create. I am giving some code that is PR class 75. So the purchase requisition or purchase order release strategy class type will be 032 always. This is SAP standard. So I am going to create the purchase requisition class with class type as 032, right? So let me try to define it. So edit classes, PR class 75, class type is 032. Like if I click it over here, you can see there are many class types, but for patch release strategy 032, right? So I just selected 032 over here as the class type. Then go to the create. I will give PR class something name class. I will go to the characteristics and assign these characteristics over there. Enter and save it. So I created the class now. Then go to the setup procedure with classification. So here I will create one release group. So I will create one release group, right? So what is the release group I am going to create? I will go to the new entries. I will create a release group PR and assign the class over here. What is the class I created? PR class 75, right? So if you activate this checkbox, that means it is header level release strategy. If I do like this, it is a header level, but I don't want to configure a header level. I wanted to do the item level, so I will deactivate this. So I created a release group that is PR, right? So now I will go to the release codes. Release codes are nothing but the levels, right? Like what is our release group? Our release group is PR, right? Let us say we have how many levels? Let us say I will put level 1. I will give the coding. D1 is the supervisor, D2 like this. Level 1 is the D1, level 2, level 3, level 4 like that. I am giving 8 levels over here. For the combination of the release group and each and every level and the workflow indicator is 1. What is workflow indicator? Workflow is nothing but notifications. Like I approved the requisition, it will automatically trigger a mail to assistant manager so that he will check that particular mail and try to release the purchase requisition. It will send automatic mail. So let us say I approved the requisition. It will trigger automatic mail to my manager stating that so and so purchase requisition is being released by your subordinate. Can you please go ahead and review as well and try to approve it like that. So if you wanted to send the notifications, then we need to have a workflow concept as well. So I am going to create the release codes. So for the combination of the release group and the release code. Release code is D1, D2, D3. Workflow indicator is 1. And these are the levels, right? Like supervisor, assistant manager, vice president and CEO. So level 1 is supervisor, level 2 is assistant manager, level 3 is manager. So these levels are the release codes I am mapping to release group for which I have assigned the release class. And workflow is 1. Workflow is 1 means role resolution with group code and plant. Workflow is nothing but sending notifications or the reminder mails to a particular group of people stating that to release a particular document. Let me try to save it. Now I will go back. Release indicators. I will use the standard indicators. B for blocked, R for released. So what is B and what is release? Let us say one purchase requisition is created. Nobody approved it. That means the status of the requisition is in blocked status. Everyone, all 8 people approved it. That means the status of the requisition is R. B for blocked and R for released. Blocked means if the requisition is partially released or not at all released, that means I will not be able to convert that requisition into further processing. Right? Like I created the purchase requisition, it is not completely approved. Then I cannot do anything, right? It is a waste for me. So that requisition I am not going to further do any of the activities. I created the requisition, all these people reviewed and approved it. That status of the requisition is in completely approved status, which is nothing but R. That means that requisition can be considered for the further procurement activities. That is the meaning of B and blocked. In which case B, in which case R, we will say. So I am not going to create a new. Instead, I will use the standard ones only. B for blocked and R for released. Then define release strategies. I will define one release strategy. What is our group? Our group is PR, release group. Release strategy, I can give any coding. I will give Z1. So PR release, which has a value greater than or equal to 1 rupee. I am just giving some description. If I create the purchase requisition, which has value 1 rupee or greater than 1 rupee, it can be 1 crore or 10 crore as well, 1 billion as well. It should be reviewed by all these 8 levels. Right. So then release prerequisites. What is prerequisite? I will make these things active below ones. Release prerequisite is nothing but if level 2 wanted to approve, he cannot directly approve. He needs to wait till level 1 approved the requisition. If level 7 wanted to approve the requisition, he has to wait till level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6 should approve. Like somebody created the requisition. Let us say I am the CEO. I cannot go ahead and directly approve it, right? I need to wait till level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6 should review and approve, then only my turn will come. That is nothing but a prerequisite. If level 2 wanted to approve, he has to wait till level 1 has reviewed and approved it. If level 8 wanted to approve it, the prerequisite is level 1 to level 7 should review and approve it. Then only he will be able to approve it. He cannot directly go ahead and approve the requisition. So that is a prerequisite over here. If level 8 wanted to approve, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 7 should approve it. Then only he will be able to approve it. That is a release prerequisite. Then release statuses. Nobody approved it. That means my status of the requisition is, or the release indicator is blocked status. B for blocked. Only one level approved it. Still it is in blocked status only. I cannot convert the requisition into order or contract. Partially approved requisitions cannot be considered for the further procurement. All the people approved it. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 7, level 8. That means I am making the status of the requisition is completely released or approved. That is nothing but R. R is completely released or approved requisition. So if the requisition is completely released, then I can convert that particular requisition into a subsequent document, etc. Right? That is the meaning of a release statuses. Then classification. So what are the characteristics we have? We have purchase requisition document type, purchasing group, date, plant, purchase organization, and value. What are the characteristic values? For the purchase requisition, these are all the purchase requisition document types. Means if I create a purchase requisition which has any of these document types, which has any of these purchasing groups included in it, which has the creation date as between 2409 to 3112, which has a plant 3000 or 3010 or 3011, which has a purchase organization 3000 or CP10, which has a total value greater than or equal to 1 rupee. That particular requisition will be relevant for the release strategy G1, which has 8 levels of approvals included in it. Let me now go to the next screen. Let me try to save this release strategy. Now I will come back and go back to the again the configuration, set up release strategy, release strategies. This is the one which I created. I will go to the details, release simulation. So this is I am just testing whether our release strategy is working or not properly, the configuration which we did it. Right, so level 1, let us say release it. Now it will go to the level 2. Level 2 also released. Level 3 also released. Level 4 also released. Let us say level 5 is not released. Let level 8 wanted to release it. Let us see what will happen. Release with code D8 not possible. Please choose another code. Right? Because level 5, level 6, level 7 still not approved it. You are trying to release as a level 8. It will not allow. It will say level 5 is still not approved it. You cannot release it now. Level 8, level 7 is approved. Now you see till here the status of the requisition is in blocked condition. If level 8 also approved, the status of the requisition is completely approved. So the procurement department can take further action upon this completely approved requisitions. So this is just a simulation or testing to ensure your configuration is working properly or not. Now there is workflow. We already discussed what is workflow. So if you wanted to trigger notifications, we need to do these settings. Like what is our purchase requisition release? What is our release group? Our release group is PR and the release code is D1, right? For the combination of the release group and release code and plant, let us say I will take the plant as 3000. And object ID is user ID. Object ID is user, US. US is nothing but user ID, right? Like in the real-time project, every level will have their own user ID. But here we do not have multiple user IDs. I will give my user ID over here. Why I am giving user ID over here? Like I wanted to send a notification. So the system requires a mail ID, right? The mail ID will be configured in the user ID configuration. From there, your system will take your mail ID and try to send the notifications to that particular mail ID. Like SU01D is the transaction code to see the user information, right? So this is my user ID. In this user ID, you can maintain the mail ID, email address, right? So if my system wanted to send a automatic notification, it will take the mail ID over here and try to send it. But here no mail ID configured, it will not work. When your base system will maintain the mail ID over here, you need to consider that particular mail ID and try to trigger the mails, right? So that is the purpose of mentioning the mail ID over here as a workflow settings, right? So this is the configuration team to do the purchase requisition release. This is traditional release strategy. In S4 HANA, you have a flexible workflow functionality that also we will see. So now I will try to do the testing. I will create one purchase requisition. Let us see, will it trigger the release strategy? Item level release strategy, right? Okay, so I can take this particular purchase requisition and try to create. I will go to the ME51N. I will take existing purchase requisition and try to copy and create. Document type is NB. Then plant is 3000. Purchasing group is 001. Purchase organization is 3000. Then let me try to save it. Why the release strategy did not trigger over here? Let me try to save it. So 48324, right? Let me see this purchase requisition. This did not trigger the release strategy, right? So there should be a release tab should come over here. Let me create a new purchase requisition. I will go to ME51N. So document type is NB and material. I will take one of the material for the plant MM60. 3000 is the plant. I will take one material 950. Just we would write for one material. I will take only one material. Quantity is 1000. Plant is 3000. Storage location 0001. Purchasing group is 001. 3000 and 3000. Somehow our release strategy is not triggering. There is some issue it seems. Any problem in our configuration? NB 000001. I'm creating today's date. Plant purchase organization. It should work. Not sure why it is not working. Let me go to the check release strategies. Our release group is PR, right? I think somewhere some issue is there, but this is how it should work. It should trigger the release strategy in the item level over here. Let me check and save it. MA53N. No, the release strategy tab didn't came over here. Okay, team. So we will check. We will test tomorrow. But this is how you need to do the configuration for the release strategies. So any doubts, team? Are you able to follow or any queries?
No, sir. We are following.
Okay then. Thank you. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.